Well, hi everybody, and good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. Here we are all now behind a cold front. And a lot of times this time of the year, you're talking cold fronts, you were talking about Arctic air moving in. That's not the case. We will still see some decent weather ahead of us today. Not record-breaking, no 70s and 80s, probably not any 60s, but still 50s, widespread 50s still expected out there. The bigger story behind that front has been the winds. They have been breezy overnight. They will stay fairly blustery throughout the day today. We've also seen quite a bit of cloud cover roll in here this morning. We are also almost all of us looking at mostly cloudy skies. The first areas to clear out will be across the north and west. These are areas where the winds will be a little lighter today, not quite as breezy as farther to the south and east. Those strong northerly winds, not really driving in colder air, but keeping us from warming up as much today. I think by this afternoon we return to partly to mostly sunny skies in most spots. The farther north and west you go, the more sun you'll see, and maybe a touch cooler in those areas as well, though. We'll look at low 50s for highs up north and out towards the west with mid 50s elsewhere. And then overnight tonight, a couple of clouds associated with a system to our south, but then those eventually clear out of here. Lighter winds overnight. And it will be a little colder tonight. In fact, much colder. 20s for lows, maybe a couple of upper teens in those typical colder spots. And then tomorrow, good recovery. We're still looking at temperatures climbing into the 50s tomorrow, but this is all ahead of a cold front, which will come through Wednesday night. This cold front comes through with very little fanfare. We'll see a wind direction shift, which winds aren't going to be that strong Wednesday. They won't be that strong behind that front either. That's the good news. Usually these fronts that have been coming through have been bringing a lot of wind. I don't think we'll see that with this front. We'll be a couple of degrees cooler on Wednesday or on Thursday, but still we'll keep the sunshine around both Wednesday and then again on Thursday behind that front. So later on today, again, mostly cloudy skies, eventually becoming sunny up north. We'll see low and mid 50s. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. We'll see those type of winds out west as well. Mostly cloudy early, but then eventually becoming mostly sunny. Low and mid 50s. Most other places into the mid 50s this afternoon. The clouds may be a little more abundant to the south and to the east, and the winds will be a little stronger at 15 to 25 miles per hour. But still, again, these temperatures well above our average high. Average highs are about 42 or 43 degrees here as we're wrapping up November. So we're going to be above that the next 6, probably 7 days. It stays very quiet through at least Saturday. Sunday, I threw in some additional clouds. Start to get some question marks Sunday. The biggest question marks start to come in towards Sunday night and Monday. So Sunday, we're going to be ahead of a digging trough out towards the western United States. That trough should allow us to warm up a little bit more on Sunday, at least into the upper 50s. We may even sneak to around 60 degrees or so. Where the question marks start to come into play is Sunday night and Monday. I'm not very confident in this part of the forecast right now, but there's the potential that system already starts to affect us and bring in chances of precipitation by Sunday night and Monday. And if that's the case, we'll probably be cooler than that 51. We'll probably be in the 40s, maybe 30s on Monday. But there are other forecast models that are kind of holding off that cool down and actually get us into the 60s on Monday ahead of that precipitation, so we would stay dry on Monday and warm it up a little bit more. So I'm kind of playing middle ground right now. We'll kind of get that ironed out as we get a little bit closer to that time frame. There are signs, though, down the road towards the latter portions of next week that we are going to settle into kind of a colder weather pattern, maybe see more typical temperatures for this time of the year. After all, we're pushing into the beginning of December now, and hey, it's supposed to feel like it, right? But no big systems yet. Maybe something to watch for down the road next week, but again, that's still a long ways away. So again, enjoy the weather we have. Even though it's going to be cooler, still some decent weather for this time of the year as we wrap up November and move into the early parts of December. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday, and God bless.